Alright, welcome back to another build orders commentary video, and we're going to be talking about Chaos build orders now, and we're starting off in this 1v1 match. We have Dentist as Chaos on the top side, and Mad Smoker as Orcs on the bottom. So generally this is quite an unfavorable matchup for Chaos, simply because Orcs excel on these kind of smaller maps with roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for them to. They can really get a lot of requisition out of capturing all these points, as well as the possibility of the critical locations in the middle here, 3 to choose from. And yeah, Storm Boys are really good in this kind of matchup. They can just tie up Chaos's early infantry squads. But we'll see what happens in this matchup today, and maybe this will help clear up some things on how to beat Orcs in such a matchup. So let's get started here. So Dentist opening up with the Armory, and it looks like we're going to be we're going to be seeing some cultist nades by the looks of it. Armory and the 2 power generators coming up. Now he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cultist squads. That's a lot of cultists, but I think he's really anticipating like a Stormboy rush from Orcs or something of that nature. And yeah, I like this kind of confidence. Just, you know, going all out with the cultists. You know, you may as well play to win, right? Don't give the Orcs an edge. But Orcs will be scouting ahead with these Gretchens, probably seeing what Chaos is up to, what opening he's going to be choosing here, and he's going to quickly lay down a cheeky minefield next to this strategic point. Very good tactic. I've seen this played a couple times. It's very annoying because the mines will infiltrate themselves. Yeah, lol. All right. The mines infiltrate, and you know you don't really have much infiltration in this early game, especially without the Chaos Temple. You can't research the eyesight of the damned, or whatever that research is called, that lets the cultists detect infiltrated units. But it looks like the Orcs will change his mind and not complete the mines. I believe they are 50 of requisition and power. If memory serves right, I'm not sure if it's different for Orcs, but I know that the costs do differ across all the different races. But yeah, 5 Chaos squads, all got grenades. Big mech is out for the Orc player. Now, Chaos has really got to be careful here, because as I've mentioned time and time again, these cultists don't have a lot of health at all. Like in a squad of 4, they only have 620 health. That is
155
points per model, which is not a lot. And if you see here with the big mech, can really just take out chunks of these cultists' health really easily. Look at this insane range damage down the bottom here. So Orcs doing the sensible thing, just going in with a big mech alone and picking off cultist units. Just got to be a bit careful though that, you know, the big mech doesn't die, because he's a really important early game unit. I wonder if even Slugger Boys with ranged, their range damage could probably, yeah, take out a few cultists as well. Dentist upgrading his LP, his listening post. Just getting that extra requisition coming in, and also these can provide good defense. The cultists can just hide around the LP2s. They'll do pretty good damage against these weak orc units. And now just microing. Yeah, this is good micro here. Firing, then moving, firing, and then moving. Very good stuff. We like to see that. Okay, Orc retreats for now. Yeah, it's good to make this many cultists because you have to assume that you might lose a few in the process. And yeah, Dentist will go tier 2 now. So Orc's probably just playing it a bit safe, not wanting to push too much, because this is hard to stop. 2, 4, 6, 8 grenade launchers will make quick work of these Orcs without the armor. Excuse me. Do they have the pilot guns yet? Not yet. Okay. So Chaos's economy 98 to 20, Orcs 104 to 20. Yeah. Orcs will probably need more than that though to support their army. Like I say, they are very greedy for the requisition. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Now, yeah, so some plasma generators coming up for Chaos here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna get 5 up, so he's definitely gonna make some. I want to say Defilers. Could even be Chaos Predators. Yeah, we won't know for sure. Or even Hell Talons could be good. Target the War Banners. War Banners and Listening Posts. Chaos just snatching these critical locations from Orcs. Yeah, Orcs will need to hold on to these if he wants to get a better income. But Chaos's requisition now at plus 122. And he will go for the Hell Talons, okay. I'm guessing he wants to target the listening post. He wants to cripple Orcs' economy as much as possible. Maybe he feels like he already has the cultists on the field, and he will just research the infiltration for them. This way he doesn't need to invest too much in the Defilers. And this way he's actually saving on power as well, because Hell Talons are cheaper than Defilers. And only the Big Mech at the moment can really detect these cultists, so yeah, a pretty good idea, I think. Probably the smartest thing to do here. Simply just remove the listening posts and make it a bit harder for Orcs by killing his troops with the cultists. But Orcs does anticipate the vehicle rush, and he will make tank busters in response. So he knew what Chaos was up to. And did I see that right? Yeah, he made the sacrificial circle interesting. I wonder what he's going to... Probably anticipating the war trucks. Yeah. Because the war trucks can, well, do this. And all these cultists should now just perish, because, yeah, that is insane. Heavy bolter turret coming up here. Wise to protect these two listening posts. It is built in a good location here, right smack between these two listening posts and covering these plasma generators. Now the Defilers are going to come out because the cultists won't be able to do anything. Just one squad of cultists. 2 squads of cultists. He made another one. Okay. Horrors have been made just to take down the war truck. this Defiler should be able to smack around these orc units a decent amount. Yeah, really need to take care of this big Mig. That's annoying. But the listening post will be focusing the big Mig, and he won't last long in this world. Very nice. Now we've removed that dilemma with the detection and the melee. But 2 LB2s will go down for Chaos, and that will bring his eco down to plus 86. Yeah, not very desirable for Chaos. War Truck does go down. Probably need the Sorcerer, yeah, to detect these tank busters here. At the moment we'll just have to rely on the heavy bolter turrets. How is Orc's economy looking? 110 to 30, pretty good. And yes, the relic and the strategic point here will be decapped. And Chaos will have to spend some time recapping those, which will be quite annoying for him. But Sorcerer will come in and start taking out these tank busters. And now these Defilers are going to give these tank busters a bit of a rough time here. Probably should get the plasma pistol as well. Just like a cheap investment, and does more damage. Gives the Chaos Sorcerer the plasma pistol. Big Mech is already back out. 2 Shooter Boy squads and 1 Slugger Boy squad. Coming to mess with Chaos a bit. And so many tank busters here. 1, 2, 3 squads. Yeah, that's crazy. Will force these Defilers to hold their distance. But it's not really much of a problem for Chaos here, because he can just safely just bombard from a from a distance. And these orcs will take quite a lot of damage from this barrage. So Chaos playing it defensive here, playing a battle of attrition, just taking down the orc numbers one by one and forcing Smoker to keep having to replenish his forces. Which at the moment it shouldn't be much of a problem because he is floating. Quite a lot as well. So far 3 Defilers are out. Bit of a missed Doombolt there, don't know where that was going. Yeah. Orcs have recaptured the critical locations. And we got the plasma pistol on the Sorcerer now. 4 Defilers are out. 5th one on the way. We'll need the vehicle cap increase research though. But now I'm wondering how Orc is going to deal with this. 4 Defilers. Still got pretty over halfway health. And tank busters aren't just going to cut this, I'm afraid. Anti-vehicle infantry won't be the way to stop these Defilers, because the Defilers can just bounce them around. He might need to make some war tracks. But even then, these horrors looking a bit scary. These Shooter Boys totally out of position. Will be just torn to shreds by these Defilers, but War Truck comes in close with the tank busters. Good move here from Smoker. Gives the tank busters some extra protection and allows the rest to just push in. Wow, was that 3 Defilers that just went down? No, just the 2. Still a big cost to Chaos, especially with his low economy here. And what's going on over here? Okay. Chaos capping that critical location. These horrors have actually survived. I'm pretty surprised how long they've lasted. I'm not usually this lucky when I have horrors. I usually can't control them that well, but yeah, well done to Dentist for being able to control them. I think that's just me, anyway. Gonna make a push on this side. Another war truck coming in. LP2 goes down for Orc. It's very good. You want to be taking out as many LP2s as you can. And a Shooter Boy squad in that war truck. Interesting. Here come the tank busters. After losing that LP2, Orcs is down to plus 86. I see. That is that's a big loss for Orcs. It seems that holding the critical locations as well was what was making his economy so high. But he is tier 3 now. These cultists will go down. One Slugger Boy just chilling. And it looks like another... That could be an LP3 actually. No, it is LP2. Manages to save it though. Mad Doc is out here. He has the fighting juice ability on, so that's why he's not dying. Yeah, very large Defiler force here from Chaos. And oh, we got the flash gets out for Orcs. Too bad it's just one squad and not really reinforced that much. Fortunately, flash gets don't really last long to these kinds of this kind of firepower. War Boss making his way over. Still no Chaos Temple from Chaos by looks of it. Still tier 2 as well. And yeah, just these Defilers just really reinforcing his position right now. Orcs are clearly struggling against this. But you can see how Orcs would have the you know, the favor in this matchup because of the infiltrated tank busters. This is really kind of the only strategy you can play against Orcs in such a matchup. But yeah, I mean, Orcs not really gaining much ground here. It's quite interesting. Needs to make more flash gets, more units overall. Maybe some more melee troops to tie up these Defilers. Even just 3 Mad Dogs with fighting juice could tie them up as well. But he probably needs to be focusing more on making some sneaky strikes around Chaos's base as well. Sometimes if you can't fight a very strong force like this head on, it's just better to just, you know, go around the back, around this side, start attacking, and try to lure them out from their heavily defensible position, so to speak. Jeez, yeah, look at look at how quickly these tank busters die from the artillery barrage. And Orc does exactly what I was just talking about. They're pushing from this side. Quickly take out the turret, the listening posts. Yeah, very good stuff here. But it looks like Chaos is just going to ignore that for now. probably feels like he will gain more value just pushing out by himself. And this is where it becomes a race for the base trade, right? Who can kill whose base faster. In this case, it is looking like Chaos with these 4 Defilers, Horrors. And so the base trade begins. Yep, so Chaos finally gets the Chaos Temple and he's researching the Unholy Site. Chaos is tier 3 as well, so we might see some Obliterators, yep. Now it's a race for the bases. You have to be quick in such a position. But Chaos feels like he's taken out 2 LB2s, that's probably job done, and he can just go back and now save his base a little bit. Did he manage to get... Yes, he managed to get the Obliterators out before the Demon Pit was destroyed. Where are the Defilers? Here they are, they're coming back. All the Defilers have to do is bounce around these flash kits, and the Obliterators will take care of the rest. Obliterators can also remove this war truck pretty well, and that'll leave the flash kits completely stranded, allowing for Orc to just clean up the rest of them. Yeah, this is intense. If Chaos manages to clean up all this Orcs forces, then Chaos will have Orcs' 2 points here. Orcs didn't bother capturing Chaos' points, and so Chaos will be in the better position. Yeah, that was Orcs' mistake here. He should have captured these points. Probably didn't have any, you know, Slugger Boys or any kind of squads he could sacrifice to just, yeah, focus on capturing. So now, as we can see, most of the Orcs' forces have diminished a bit. And yeah, Orcs' economy suffered a lot. Plus 58 to 47 compared to Chaos, plus 85 to 9, and that's because Chaos captured these points. I'm not sure if this is built, but if it is, that probably helped as well. So he didn't suffer too badly, and he's got a strong force here to counter with now. Whereas Orcs, because yeah, you can see every time he tries to reinforce, it drops back down to 0, and then has to slowly get back up before he can reinforce the squad. So, and that's exactly the type of situation you don't want to be in when you're playing as Orcs, right? So it's not going to be easy to recover from that. Too many Defilers to deal with here. Obliterators. And even the Possessed squads are out now. So Orcs will need a miracle at this point. Not sure how they can deal with this. Flash kits will just keep getting bounced around by the Defilers. Defilers won't be able to, Tank Busters won't be able to get close enough because of the cultists. Chaos has made sure that all his corners have been covered. All his blind spots, if you will. And GG gets called. And that's game. Very well played by Chaos. For a moment it looked like he was almost going to lose it, but then the little exchange that happened here, and him doing the smart thing and capping the points here, made sure that even though he lost his points on this side, it's kind of like he didn't, because he still had these points here, right? Whereas Orcs just went and ignored these points altogether, and as a result, his economy was crushed. And so that's one thing to keep in mind when you're facing up against Orcs. Try to cripple their economy because, like I said, they're very reliant on having a strong, stable income. But anyway, guys, that was a Chaos 1v1. I hope you learned something about the build orders. Build order that Chaos went with here is the idea with the Hell Talon and then with the Defilers. So, cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.